Shabbat Shalom everyone, here I am in front of the magnificent building called Shuvu Banim, the Braslav Yeshiva in the heart of the old Jewish quarter. It used to be called Chaye Olam, and the very first check that was written out by Matidan 40 years ago, the 40th anniversary, was to actually buy that. Shuvu Banim, like I said, a Braslav Yeshiva, one of the 4 yeshivas in the old Jewish quarter. Anyway, the Parsha is Yitro. Moshe's father-in-law comes with all the advice. We have the Ateret Cohanim, which, by the way, doesn't say lo tignovu, lo tinafu. It says lo tignov, lo tinaf, in the singular. Because even though we were standing there as one people, the Ateret Cohanim were given to us as individuals. We are responsible for what we do. Can't blame anyone else around. But I think the most important aspect of the Parsha, and once again, these aren't my ideas. I take it from various different rabbis around the world, the Yeshiva University side, Rabbi Przansky, Sivan Rahav Meir, Rav Yaakov Haber. These aren't mine. But a very interesting idea that comes from a lot of them speaks about the word Vayichan. It says Vayichan at Har Sinai. And they encamped, but it's not they, it's written in the singular. Everything else is Vayachanu Vayis'u, Vayachanu Vayis'u. The plural, the nation of Israel, they travelled and they went and they camped. In one situation, we actually have that they were one people. There was one time, maybe the only time for a long time, that Am Yisrael was so united. There were no different groups. Each one maybe had their own way how to reach God, but they were united as one. There was no issue about the tribes, this tribe or that tribe being greater or lesser. They were united as one. It was the perfect scenario and the feeling of Arvut. From there, we actually learn the whole concept of Kol Yisrael Arevim Ze Bazeh, that we have to be responsible, caring. The idea of live and let live, with all due respects, is not really a Jewish concept. We believe in worrying about the other person, wanting him to rise up even spiritually, to such an extent where Rav Nevinsal in the Old City, he actually says something phenomenal which blew me away that I want to share with you. He says, when you're in shul, understand that part of you is where? In a car with someone non-religious who's driving on Shabbat. That's how we're meant to feel with Arvut. That we are so much part of the other Jew that even if he's driving on Shabbos, part of us should feel that. That also means that we have to feel very much so that when we are in shul, that we're also representing the Jew that is driving on Shabbat. That's what Arvut is. So when we're walking the alleyways of the old city, when our kids have got security guards, when our kids are playing on rooftops, that's your children. That's how we want every single Jew around the world to feel they are part of Am Yisrael as one. Not just identifying as a nice idea, but really feel parts of the Jewish fabric and the community here in the old Jewish quarter. Shabbat Shalom, Parshat Yitro.